This is one of the biggest challenges that I see in our industry is women undercharging their services, not seeing their worth, and therefore not having a profitable business. Now, I get that business is not always about money and revenue. Hello, welcome to my world. I actually don't care about money. Yet I teach about money management. I teach about financial empowerment. I teach about building profitable businesses. I teach about building generational wealth, but I care so little about money. I care about wealth and freedom. And the only way that you will build either or have either is to have a profitable business and to understand your numbers. One of the greatest weaknesses that our industry have is financial understanding or financial literacy. And I would even go as far as saying that the world collectively has very little understanding around financial literacy. And I would even go as far as saying that the reason why you got into business is because you love creating incredible services, results, transformations, and experiences for your clients because you love what you do. And you didn't get into business because you wanted to build a highly profitable, high level of revenue in your business. Because numbers more than likely were not your strong point. The reason why this is really important, and this is a very touchy topic to even speak to. So if you are listening to this lesson, if you are listening to this training, if you are listening to this episode, I invite you to lean into it fully. Lean into the discomfort, into the really hard conversation that we need to have. Creating businesses that offer time and money freedom means that you need to build a profitable business with a pricing strategy that offers a profit. Yet, so many women in our industry actually create their pricing strategy based on the market research of their community who have done the same thing. The other reason why, or another huge mistake that I see happening in our industry, is that women actually decide, they come up with their pricing strategy based on their own perceived self-worth, where they think they sit in the market. This is doing business wrong. Your community should not be determining your pricing strategy. I'm not saying that market research on your community should not be important. But what I am saying is that it should not determine your pricing strategy. Your business needs are very different to their business needs. Your business expenses and overheads and your team and your business model is completely different to theirs. So why are you copying their strategy? And do you even know if they have a profitable strategy? This is the biggest mistake that I see in our industry. The biggest mistake that I see with bridal beauty bosses is that they charge their worth based on their perception of their worth, and they charge their services based on the community who is doing the same thing. And then they wonder why they don't have revenue. And then they wonder why they don't have profit. And then they wonder why business is fucking hard. It all begins with financial literacy. It all begins with ripping the Band-Aid off and taking fucking responsibility for what is going on within your business. And I say this with so much love. I say this with so much love. But it's not surprising to me that the biggest challenge that our industry has is that they do not make enough money. and that they end up reaching a glass ceiling because they have got no more time. And time equals money in a service industry. So you get to a point of burnout and you get to a point of overwhelm because you are undercharging your services, and your services that you are charging for are not based off a profitable pricing strategy. And then you wonder why it's not working, and you wonder why you don't have money, and you wonder why everybody else gets all this level of success, but it's one of your biggest challenges. It all begins with financial literacy. It all begins with profitable pricing strategy that is unique to you. Now, remember at the beginning of this conversation, I shared with you, wealth and freedom is very important to me, but money is not. Wealth and freedom is very important to me, but money is not. I do not make decisions on what money is in my bank account. I make decisions on where I am going. I make decisions on investment and return. I make decisions on my profitability and understanding my business financial position. This is how I am able to make solid, rapid, confident, ultra clear business decisions, because I understand where I'm at and where I'm going. If you do not understand your current monthly expenses, if you do not understand what your projected future revenue is, how can you make a solid business decision? How can you make a solid business decision when it comes to investing and growing your business? Now, this conversation is really hard. It's hard to receive. And it used to be hard for me to have. And the reason why it used to be hard for me to have is because I understand exactly where you are, because that was me. If you are new to my world, then hello, welcome, I'm Kailah Lee. But in my world, I take strategic, intentional, purposeful moves in business. You should just revisit the previous episode, the previous training. Before I even began launching my business, 10 years ago, I studied accounting and I have a qualification in accounting and bookkeeping. Yet, when it came to financial management and financial literacy, I put my head in the sand when it came to managing my business. I had no fucking clue what my expenses were. I had no fucking clue how much I could pay myself. I had no fucking clue what my potential revenue is and what my business could look like if I was fully booked, if I increased my prices, if I had a profitable pricing strategy. And that is why I'm here having this conversation with you. And that is why I'm so fucking passionate about having this conversation with you. And that is why I want you to lean fully into this conversation, even when it's uncomfortable, even when it's difficult, and even when it feels yuck to receive. Because I'm that passionate about having this conversation with you, because I am that passionate about our industry changing. I know what it feels like to not understand my business finances. I know what it feels like to not understand how much I can pay myself. I know what it feels like to not know if I'm going to get a tax bill at the end of the the end of the year. I know what that panic feels like when you just don't know if there's going to be enough. I know. Because that was me. That was me. And it all began to unravel not that long ago. I had to shift and change and transform how I was showing up in my business as my business grew. Because newsflash, truth bomb, when you build a team, your job is to not pay them an extraordinary value of wage. Your job is to ensure that they get paid, that they can financially feel stable because you take radical responsibility to pay their wages. You are offering them a position in your business that is offering them the opportunity to do something they love, and it is your responsibility to ensure that they are paid. Every week, on repeat, not late. So when I started growing my business and when I started growing my team, guess what I was hit with when I had all of this responsibility? To make sure that my team were paid on time and that they felt safe and secure in knowing that I could pay them. Because it is my responsibility to pay them. I fucking crumbled because I had not been managing my finances. I hadn't been managing my finances at the level that I needed to be managing them to create that stability in me, let alone them. It didn't take long for me to realize that I needed to fucking shift and transform. And it was through that I realized I need to start showing up for my business or businesses and my teams. And it was through that I realized, oh my fucking God, I have been with a degree, with a certification, doing business so wrong. It was insane what shifted beyond there, because now I don't experience any of that. Now I have a solid foundation and a solid management system for our finances. I feel so secure in knowing what we are generating in the future to come and what our current expenses are. I can make solid financial decisions and solid investment decisions because I know exactly where I'm at. I can make solid investment decisions on growing my team, rebranding our business, growing a third business, knowing that I understand my numbers. And I regret spending so long putting my head in the sand, and I regret spending so fucking long just pushing it to the side and ignoring it like it was this devil. And I didn't realize that it's actually so much more empowering when you take action and responsibility for your numbers. There is a feeling of safety when you understand your numbers. And what I really wanted to talk and share with you is how the biggest mistake that I see in our industry is when you create a pricing strategy based on your community. So if we take a step back and we share about the fact that we don't want to have the conversations around money. We don't want to talk about financial empowerment or understanding what numbers mean in your business. We just want to put our head in the sand, and we do the same for our pricing strategy too. Because we don't understand what level of profit we can create or what our business expenses are or what our ideal work week looks like, we actually don't understand how we can generate a profitable pricing strategy. Which means that you will continuously show up and keep working hard and get very little results. That is if you have not created a profitable pricing strategy based on your business's unique needs, because you are different to everyone in your community. The hours that you want to work are different to everyone in your community. The days that you want to work are different to everyone in your community. The clients that you are attracting is different to everyone in your community. The client experience and packages that you offer are different to everyone in your community. So why would you assume that your pricing strategy should be based off everyone in your community? The quickest way to get more clients is to stand the fuck out. So what are you doing in your business that will make you stand the fuck out? Have you created a unique package, a unique client experience that will make you stand out? Have you identified what that profitable package needs to be to create and generate a profit that doesn't mean you burning out? This is how you can create an exceptional business that will offer you money, wealth, and time freedom. Money is the pathway to that. So when you're ready to start making money without sacrificing, you need to be inside Expansion Mastermind. This is what I help you to do. We build in empires. And there's a very real reality that if you are in my world and if you are in the bridal or beauty industry, we love to create incredible experiences for our clients. We also love to overgive. And we feel incredibly guilty if we receive. So where in your business are you overgiving with an expectation of minimal being received? This is where we start to undervalue our services. This is when we start to feel guilty for overpricing our services. But if we showed up in business how we were meant to, we would identify what are the hours that we want to work, what are the days that we want to work, how much availability we have, what are our business expenses, and then we will generate a minimum hourly or per client rate. Then we would be able to build out our pricing or a la carte service menu from there as a profitable pricing strategy based on our business's unique expenses, overheads, and our desired hours and days of work, our availability. If you are ready to create a profitable business with a luxury client experience and unique packages and services, if you are ready to double your revenue and get back 10 hours of your time so that you can finally fucking access the wealth and time freedom that you got into business for in the first place, then you absolutely need to be inside of Expansion. We co-create big businesses inside of Expansion. We create luxury brands and we create elevated luxury client experiences. We 2x your revenue and we get you back 10 hours of your time every single week on repeat. This is how you will go beyond your current glass ceiling and tap into bigger business, more time, more freedom, and more money, which will be your journey towards wealth and freedom. There is a very real reason why you are still here listening to this episode or training. And it's because you know in every part of your being that it is possible for you to create more, have more, be more. We build sustainable and scalable businesses that build wealth and create freedom. We don't create money or a job. And if you are here in this conversation, if you are here at this point of this episode, you know in every part of your being that you can be, have, and do more. This is your opportunity to step into that. I have just opened 3 spots inside of my Powerhouse Expansion Mastermind. I'm slightly sweating out of pure excitement. There are 3 women who will get access to 4 one-on-one strategy calls with me worth $2,000. There are 3 women who will get access to 2 30 days, 2 months of one-on-one daily Telegram access to me worth $2,000. There are 3 women who will get lifetime access to my signature 6-figure empire program worth $1,000. That's going up to $2,000 in January. That is $5,000 of bonuses for only 3 powerhouse women who are absolutely fucking ready to take action. This offer ends at the end of October, the 31st of October. And if you are new to my world and you want to know a bit more about expansion, we build huge business. We lean in, we take action, even when there's excuses, even when there's fear, even when there's doubt, even when there's XYZ. You get lifetime access to expansion, core curriculum, and every single update for the future. This is quite literally unheard of in the coaching industry. There's 12 months access of weekly Q&A calls with me, daily community support inside of our Facebook group, and quarterly retreats. You also get 12 months access to every single masterclass program or challenge or micromind that I run in the next 12 months. If you want to talk about value, this is fucking insane. Just ask anybody in my world. If you are ready to take action and lean fully into your vision over the next 12 months, then I would be so excited if you are one of those 3 women, and I would be so excited to welcome you into expansion. If there was ever a time to join, this would quite literally be it. This is not a marketing strategy. This is just fucking insane. We make big business moves in my world. We move even when there's fear and doubt. In fact, we move when there's fear and doubt because we know we're on the path. This is the power of being in the room with like-minded women who are also making bold moves every single day. This is where you will get behind the scenes intimate access to what I'm creating in my world every single day. As I'm navigating my growth, my evolution, through my fears, through my doubt. 2024 is going to be fucking huge in my world. We are building our 3rd business. We're going to be rebranding Elegant Edge. It's going to be bigger than anybody in the worldwide, globally, has ever seen for a bridal business. And it's actually breaking the mold on anything anyone's ever seen. When you're in expansion, you get access to what's going on behind the scenes. You get insight into what I'm navigating as I'm rapidly growing. And hello, I have got 3 boys under 6 and I am a wife. And I am growing 3 businesses. This is possible for you because it is possible for me. The only difference is I take action through fear and through doubt. I take action even when I'm scared. I take action even when I'm uncertain, and I move with strategy, intention, and purpose. That is how I collapse time and get the greatest results and create the greatest impact for my clients. If you would like to know more about expansion, send me a DM on Instagram, ask me a question, or you are welcome to book in for a complimentary business audit if you would love clarity and direction on building your empire so that you can take your business and life to the next level and create wealth and freedom.